It is a crime trend that costs Floridians millions of dollars, and it's a crime law enforcement is almost powerless to stop.
Contact 5 investigator Maris Badcock uncovers this crime aimed at the heart.
I was a captain, and then these are the medals that I actually had.
A former Air Force intelligence officer.
The Meritorious Service Medal and the Joint Service Commendation Medal.
Trained to keep national secrets.
I worked a lot with customers that would come in and have checks that were sent to them.
A former bank executive.
It turned out they were scammer checks.
Trained to detect fraud.
It's not what you know, it's what your heart's telling you. And I don't know, you can't turn your heart off sometimes.
This Lake Worth woman fell head over heels for a romance scam.
I took over my life, you know.
Debbie Montgomery has thousands of pages of love letters.
It was wonderful. I thought I was keeping family history.
His name was Eric Cole, a British contractor who traveled the world.
It was fun. It was like I was 16 again, and my heart was just full of butterflies.
Montgomery never dreamed her love letters would later be at the heart of an FBI investigation.
And I sent him a lot of money.
It was how much?
$1,080,762. That's a lot of money.
That's actually not the first seven-figure loss that I've heard of.
According to the FBI, Americans lost more than $1.3 billion in scams in 2016.
It's very much like a business. There are bigger operations that are almost call center-like, where you have individuals in rows and lines of computer monitors that are doing nothing but, sending out these messages in hopes for a response and a reply.
Lonely after her husband's death, 52-year-old Montgomery joined a faith-based dating site where she matched with Cole. After weeks of living in eHarmony, Cole asked for help.
It was maybe $40. It wasn't very much.
As Montgomery's heart grew, so did Cole's requests.
Yes, I fell in love with the idea of this man.
Swipe left, swipe right. These sites match you with total strangers. But Contact 5 looked at the fine print. We found that if your match later scams you, you can't blame or sue the dating site. Also in the fine print, none of the sites we looked at run criminal background checks on their users. 2 years and $1 million later, Cole confessed it was really just a scam.
This fella came up, turns out to be his name is Joseph.
And he lived in Nigeria.
Inside I was just dying. I was hurting, I felt stupid, I felt used, I felt all those emotions that come up with being taken advantage of.
Montgomery took her records to the FBI, but unless she could get Joseph to the U.S., nothing will happen.
I think there needs to be a lot more to protect the profiles and to protect people, women like me.
Match.com is the most popular dating site with 23.5 million users. And if you think $1.3 billion is a lot of money for Americans to lose to scammers, one U.S. attorney thinks only 1 in 6 victims ever report their losses to law enforcement. Tomorrow, I talked to a private investigator and the FBI about how to protect yourself from falling for a romance scam. Live in the newsroom, I'm Maris Badcock, WPTV News Channel 5.